What's good though? Happy Friday. We are switching accounts today. We're gonna start on a fresh 50k account. So you guys know how that goes. All of our levels are, not all of them, but most of them are marked up. Just gonna remove our initial balance from yesterday. Yeah. I kind of ruined perfectly, what would have been a pretty perfect day. Kind of messed that up. Yeah, this is gonna be a perfect day, but it was gonna be a good day. And I messed it up. No other way of putting it. And to make matters worse, I put Nala in danger. Do you know where that comes from? How are the kids? But yeah, no, in all seriousness though, I did a bad thing. I wasn't supposed to. Yeah. I held something that wasn't, ready to go. But it's so good. We have to move on, otherwise we will not be able to trade. So yeah, we'll take it as a what do they call it? It's growing pains. Alright. And we will just remove. Here's what other option do we have? But yeah, it wasn't really the best. Where was this? 602? 602. But yeah, we'll try and have a little more not try, we're just gonna have more discipline soon. Whatever we can get, we'll take. Yeah. Because I went to bed last night and I was just thinking about the overall performance, and I was like, had I just taken what was being given to me, yeah, you'd still be on account 1, and we wouldn't be in drawdown. But I did what I did, so just gonna have to, as I said, it's just gonna have to be better. There's no other two ways about it. And there's no need to beat ourselves up about it either. I mean, we could, just for entertainment sake, but I'd much rather not. But yeah, so what's going on with those are previous day value. That's previous day value. Let's have a look at the composite. Yeah, we're like way off. In the 400s. Maybe trading back towards value area low. 535, that could be a target. Value is kind of tapering off the 469s. So we will we'll watch it. They need to make any sudden movements. But yeah. let's have our overnight. Let's put our overnight volume profile on here. Pretty V-shaped as well. So overnight value area high at the top here. Yeah, you know, could look at that, like maybe break overnight point of control, 511s, 512s for 531. See if we can hold above previous week value area low. It's a lot of work, but it's there. Yeah. But yeah, base hits today, you know, fresh account, new account. Yeah, I also want to just switch up like risk settings and stuff, you know what I mean? So let's put this back at yeah, we'll put this at 500. Daily profit trigger at 1,000. Prevent changes when trading is locked by a risk setting. So if a profit or loss target locks your trading, risk settings will also lock until the end of the trading day between 4 to 5 CET. Use it to keep yourself from unlocking trading. Save that. And we'll do the same thing here. So I think going into next week, we'll drop this to 400. Say that. So yeah, maximum discipline is here. For 21s ish. But yeah, let's get ready to set these value levels. This is our overnight value area low.
Somewhere in the sun, and there's a quiet haze. I'm not a stranger. Used to found the rest in peace.
All right, and we'll just set our overnight value area high as well. I guess, yeah. I guess my interest in longs is really above the overnight point of control. But yeah, that's this is what we're working with right now. Let's switch to a 1 minute. Come on now. Yeah, switch to a 1 minute and just RTH. so we can have a full scope of what the gap looks like. In 512s, even with the stop below, does kind of make sense. I don't want to add an indicator. I want to. Okay, so as per usual, we'll just be cognizant at 33.25. It's 3 minutes into the open. I was only doing that. So that they, so that these levels, the previous week levels, could appear. Trader 8 kind of has this thing where if you don't, if the level's too far, it won't show, which is kind of, I don't know. Well, I know I'm not a fan of it. But is it what it is? 100%. It is what it is. Yeah, so our previous week value area high and our previous day point of control are overlapping. So there we go. Just have to see what we get from the day. Oh, Shinigami, 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 Shinigami. What's going on, Kazi? Trying to get these dollars, bro. Thank you for the positivity, my brother. Yesterday I was in longs from round about here. Actually, like 596. So from here ish. I was in this long all the way up to the top here. It hit there. I refused to take profit, it hit there. I refused to take profit, came back, it hit again. I refused to take profit, came back, it hit again. I refused to take profit, came back. I refused to take profit. I was like, yeah, we're gonna go up, because of like some stat that I knew, and my target wasn't even that far off. I wanted us to come and hit 620, and we're at 614. That was a max, 614.50, and I refused to take profit there because I wanted us to hit 620. and then it came all the way back down, closed me out here. I lost like $600, $656 and 50 something cents. It's the worst. But I've now learned my lesson. Yeah, pretty expensive way to go though. But yeah, but always necessary, I guess. Had to experience it. So like sometimes experience certain things. We hear other traders talk about them, and then you think, it'll never be me, and then it's you, you know. So yeah, maybe we find some support at 469 at the bottom of this volume profile. We'll see what happens. 469.75, around about this area. 469.75. If not there, then 455.75. I'm not too excited for shorts because we've already had this like super expansive down move. So maybe a long from here. What's the time? 15:37. Apparently don't have space on my laptop, which is crazy. It is what it is. It's just gonna have to live on what do they call it? It's just gonna have to live on the internet. Honestly, this is kind of aggressive, but and it is kind of early, but long from overnight value area low, break inside value, hit the other side of this overnight volume profile. So overnight value area low to overnight point of control. We'll watch the prints. Plus also we just had the reversal over here. So break above VWAP, maybe in support, and then it's really about 485. So here we go. Barely got us. Okay, so we're in that trade now. Pretty early, 1540. Yeah, but we wanna go all the way up to 512s. Let's see if the CVD can push us. Big sales, 487. Okay, that's the retest of overnight value area low. Acceptance of volume above the value area highs. 488. Looking for a break of 491s. Okay, here we go. 13s. We got another what? Yeah, to be honest. Okay, here we go. Value area low. Follow VWAP first. A retest of this is still on the cards. It still is valid. A break of value area low though, that would be undesirable. Yeah, we got a break of those highs and thinning of volume. So pretty quick jump into that trade though. But let's see if this value area low holds. And then if it does, can we break through VWAP? And then also just watching CVD and time in sales. Yeah, if this 475 doesn't hold, it's not looking very good for us, is it? Need this to hold 473s. If not, it's going to be a very quick stream. For 75s, for 76s. VWAP, overnight value area low again. Need a clean break through this red line to the VWAP. And we need to start to see like lots of greens. You know what I'm saying? Very fast, very quick greens. Greens. You know what I'm saying? It's like you see like the CVD is already pushed up, right? But when we get to these, when we get to like the value area high, you know, I want to see this push up even further. More greens, more like that. You know. Let's see if we can get a break of this. Because like right now, where we're at is we're inside the volume profile of the overnight session. So the overnight session being from 6 p.m. Eastern time to 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, right? So that's before the New York session opens, right? So once the New York session opens, then this is now this volume profile, right, that we're in right now, that I've just drawn out. So we're just kind of like moving from session to session, and from each session there's going to be different participants with different reasons for doing what they're doing, right? But as a general rule of thumb, not a rule of thumb, but just depending on how you set your volume profiles, see like the value area percent is 70%, right? So meaning that this volume profile is capturing 70% of the entire volume that's been traded so far. All right, so we know where's our values between 77.75 here and here at the top, right? 489.75. So in this type of move, what we're looking for is we're looking for a break outside of the value for price discovery. And then what's giving me the confluence for that is that, well, first of all, this is the bottom of the overnight value, right? So if we're inside overnight value, then we move from one value area to another. So from value area low to point of control, right? And then from possibly from point of control to value area high for complete rotation of just the value levels themselves. You get me? So that's kind of how I determine or find like these trades. CVD's pushed up really nicely there. Yeah. I mean, it's not too bad. It's not a bad start to the account. I think we still have the momentum to get to the overnight point of control, which is fair value. And then from here, there's going to be evaluation as to whether price at this point is too high or whether it's too low. So there's going to be some form of price discovery at this point. So, but now that we've broken outside of this value, right? What's the next possible thing that can happen? A retest of the value area high, and that would be the participants looking at whether, for one, is this too expensive? And if there are people who deem this too expensive, then they'll push it back inside value. But then if they think that actually we still have momentum, we can still price discover. Like the market is trying to facilitate trade. It's trying to find places where there can be back and forth trade between participants, so between buyers and sellers. Because the market wants to be horizontal. It wants to do this for a long time. So we're just trying to take advantage of the expansive moves. So from here to here. So. Okay, so CVD is also pushing higher, so that's great for us. Psychological level will be the 500s, right? So once we get a 500, we are gonna get some pushback, right? Because then you're also gonna get participants who are gonna exit, right? We're gonna exit their positions, So there's either like participants who are gonna buy at 500, and then there's also participants, not either or, because if you're gonna buy from someone who's selling. So whoever's gonna sell at 500 is gonna be selling to someone who's buying at 500. So kind of just like thinking of the market mechanics like that. But and also this could have been a pretty clean place to get out. we still have yeah, I think we still, let me just check also, because yesterday I didn't yeah, I wasn't watching like key levels, and price just kind of did its thing, you feel me? But yeah, but this is a logical place to get out. Let's put it right at this value area low of the composite. Give that a little time. But if we get a 1630, regardless of where we are, yeah, once we get like initial balance set, then I'll call it. But yeah, small market mechanics. There you go. CBD is pushing real nice. So yeah, it's 512. It's actually a pretty good trade right now. You could also get out now. Alright, so here we go. So we're gonna get this test of 512, right? 512.25. So that's also gonna determine a lot. Like, what happens when we get here? Do we snap back quickly? Do we continue going back up? My target is the bottom of this volume profile on the right. This composite volume profile. And what it is basically is just a summation of like all the volume from the previous sessions, you know, with its own value area high and value area low. You know, so that also is, you know, it's also showing us where's the value from a certain number of days. I believe mine is 8 or 10 days. I can't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I lied. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 days. So almost 2 weeks. You know, so if I could get it to 20, I would. But so I'm just targeting the bottom of that volume profile. Also, that's kind of like the limit, like the amount I'm allowed to make a day. But yeah. This is when like my ego starts kicking in, because it's like, you know, it's gang bag right now. It's because I do know that there's potential for a further upside move, right? But that's not to say that like, oh, for sure we always have to hit these levels. Like, you could something could happen. Like someone could tweet something, and someone could post something, or something could just come out news-wise, and this could just like drop. You know what I mean? Which would be unfortunate. Also, we do have like some form of signal over here with the CBD that like sellers are starting to step in. But I also take that just kind of as this is market mechanics. You're not always going to expect there to be, you know, buyers all the time pushing price up if you're in a buying mood, right? So it's like, you know, the market has to move up and down. You know, the buyers also need some form of momentum. You know what I'm saying? To push for like further moves or whatever. So it's just kind of like one of those things where you also just kind of like have to allow the market to do its thing, you know, and then when it's ready, you know the saying, when it's ready, then it'll pop, you know. So again, we're just gonna watch around like 612s, how we react on the time and sales over here. Like what's the speed of the orders, of the market orders that come in here. And then also just like watching the CVD, of course, because this is showing us the difference between buyer aggression and seller aggression. Right? So it's trying to keep an eye on both, you know. Like, is the CVD going up? Yes. Is the time in sales also like kind of like how quick is it printing? Is it printing quick? You know? Is it normal to expect resistance close to these levels? Yes. Here you go. Here's another push of the CVD. Do we get a strong one? 510s is starting to print. 510 sells. 510, 75, 75, 50, 25, 10, 25. Bill 509s, 510, 75. Let's see a 512. That would be great. 510, 25. So there's resistance there. Right? So clearly, there's seller. There's like a seller who's like trying to push this down. But okay, here we go. 512, 512, 25. Okay, now the CVD is really pushing now. 513.50, 513 sells, 25. Retest of overnight point of control. Do we get that final up move towards, what are we going for? Towards the overnight value area high, or do we flush here? Okay, here we go. So it's okay also to expect like a little retest of it, right? You know. So 512, 275, 513s. Retest 1275s again. 13s. Just need to see the CVD push up just like one last time. I'm just gonna move this break even just in case something crazy happens. But here we go. $5.16s. That's overnight point of control right now, right? That's fair value. 17s, 1750s, 1825, 1925. Okay, so that's our trade. I mean, we're pretty much done for the day, man. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty quick stream. Yeah. So Yeah, I think one and done. That's gonna be me for the day, to be honest. 45-minute stream. I did have a 6-hour stream yesterday, which is madness.
No place to hide, just spark inside. A gentle tide, burning bright in the night. Sunlight scar in my bones.
But yeah, but pretty clean trade. I mean, what did we go for? We went for, we went from the overnight value area low, right? Which is also pretty ballsy. So went from there, got that tag, and then what we targeted was the composite volume profiles value area low, right? So 5, whatever that is, whatever this is. So pretty clean, 519.50. So yeah, that's the trade. I think we're gonna just like journal this now and get it out the way. Yeah, and start my weekend, man, and just like rest. I think what's like crazy for me is just like it doesn't move me as much anymore. Like I think because I know now it can be done. You know what I mean? I guess like in the beginning, not that like I had doubts in the beginning, but I didn't have like a proof of concept, so I kind of didn't really make much of it, you know what I mean? So but now I kind of feel like, I don't know. I think because I've done the back testing, which is what then gave me the confidence to do the forward testing, and then to actually give it a shot and like fully. So now it's just kind of like, oh, okay, that's something I can do. That's something I can do. I guess, which is a good place to be in. Yeah, I'm just like taking my screenshots to put in my journal now. This is a pretty good trade. I'm glad I felt brave enough to, yeah, I'm glad I felt brave enough to take it. still am kind of not really like annoyed. I mean, I did what I did, but it just wasn't as clear, you know? Like what I was trying to get yesterday just wasn't as clear. Just wasn't as clear and obvious. Like today's trade was a lot more clear and obvious. Even though yes, there was some downside, right? But I had said that, you know, just kind of looking at the different volume profiles that were on here, I did, you know, kind of call some of these levels, did I not? You know, so it's like seeing support and then, you know, just kind of like, yeah, okay, cool. We find support a couple of times, which we did. Or the first time, and then getting the trade from here was aggressive. You know, we could have waited. Literally, we could have waited for like the break of it, and then for the retest. But it really would have been the same thing, right? We just kind of like got in aggressively, and you know, and again, it played out. You know, kind of exactly like I said it would. Where okay, cool. We're at the bottom of this volume profile, cool. But then now we're within the overnight volume profile, right? So if we can hold inside its value, then what's the next logical target? It's the overnight point of control. And then from the overnight point of control, now what's the next logical target? The overnight value area high. So, you know, value area high. You know, we didn't get a break, and really, I guess maybe like that's the break, and then we got a small retest. But yeah, I'm not too concerned with what could happen here after. I mean, this is the previous week point of control. I mean, value area low. So again, it could be a thing where it's like 533 to, you know, kind of getting this gap fill. But I did give the gap fill a shot yesterday, and I kind of blew it. So I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna call it a day. Get off stream. Spend some time with my family. You know what I'm saying? Have chats with my mama. And yeah, and then be back on Monday. It's gonna be it from me. I'll catch you on Monday.